What's up, everybody? Okay, we are back. Hopefully, technology is our friend again. I'm not going to go through all that other stuff. Welcome to the show. Joining me today is Tom. How you doing today? We all right?
Still great, Jose. I am still fantastic.
Technology is our friend, no matter what the Terminator movies tell us. Okay, so today we're going to talk about a lot of stuff. It's going to be great. We're going to talk about the playoffs, NFL playoffs. It was a great, exciting weekend. How our brackets are shaping up, some sports stories of the week, a lot of good stuff going on, a lot of sad things all at once. MMA Action, y'all may have heard a small little fight happen over the weekend in UFC. Tom, did you hear about that one?
Yeah, I heard. Watched a little too.
Great stuff. We're going to talk about all that stuff. It's going to be a good show. We've got a lot of stuff lined up for you guys today. So let's get down to business. The main event of the weekend, as we all know it, Green Bay versus Tampa Bay, the Battle of the Bays. What you think of that outcome? What you think about the game, first off?
The game was very different than I imagined. I'm not entirely sure how, but it was. I didn't expect Tampa to go up by that much in the beginning, and then I did not expect Tampa to give them that many opportunities to come back and get back in the game. Mm-hmm. And if you would have told me that Brady will throw 2 interceptions in the fourth quarter when Tampa's only up by 5 points and Packers are going to lose the game, I would have said you're crazy. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was very interesting. And but hey, Bucks won. I picked him to win, and Brady's going to his 10th Super Bowl, so I'm happy.
I am so glad I went with Tampa Bay also on this game. It was really exciting.
No, you didn't.
Oh, wait, what's going on? No. Okay.
You went with what?
Just trying to test you. Just trying to see if you were catching on here. But yes, no, yeah. Well, I would have been right if it wasn't for those dang refs, you know?
Calm down.
Okay, let me see. So, yeah, interesting game. I mean, like you said, crazy outcomes, crazy stuff going on. If you tell me that Brady throws 3 interceptions and they still get to win the game, so that was 3 total, right, for the game? It was 3?
Yeah, it was 3 and 3. He threw 3 touchdowns, 2 in the first half and 1 early in the third quarter, and then followed by back-to-back interceptions, you know, giving them a chance. But I think there was a lot of things that happened at the game where we can, you know, it Green Bay, I don't know what they were doing. Just even on the second drive, Adams, 3rd and goal, early in the second quarter, Devontae Adams, I mean, he couldn't get his feet down in the end zone. He caught the ball but went out of bounds in the back of the field with it. I think that was a big turning point. Instead of tying up the game 14-14, it went to 14-10. They had to kick a field goal there. And the missed 2-point conversion, should have got held onto that ball. I think that would have made a big difference. And lastly, everything that everybody keeps questioning is one play and one play only. And that's not the late flag that came in.
Yeah,
like Jose is saying, nope.
There was a late flag, yeah.
Okay, you know what? Let's talk about that. Here's why. Yeah, the flag came in late. But you know what the problem with that is? If they don't throw a flag, they cannot review the play. They have to throw the flag because they can always pick the flag back up. So,
hang on. I'm going to wait 3 minutes and then I'm going to respond like the refs did and wait 3 minutes to throw a flag. That's how it works out. He
couldn't get a hold of the flag. Okay, the ref tried. I saw it on the sideline.
What is it like hiding?
The jersey was pulled back like 2 feet.
It's well, I mean,
you're gonna complain that the flag came in 10 seconds later? Really?
That's exactly what I'm gonna complain about because you know at that point we're already into the next play. We're already like I'm already celebrating. I'm already like going to the sideline.
You think the flag was the reason Green Bay lost? No, Green Bay lost because they were a 4th and goal, 2 minutes left in the game, 8 points down, and they kicked a freaking field goal.
No, there are many other reasons why they lost.
You kicked a field goal.
But that was one of them. That was one of those reasons. No, I mean, like, where do I start? That interception first half, that you know which one I'm talking about, the one that set up the
Murphy Bunting. That was a great play.
That was
a great interception.
What does it leave? It was 8 seconds. Everybody knows Scotty Miller Scotty, I call him Scotty. We're on a first name basis. Scotty Miller catching that ball in the end zone. 8 seconds left in the half. Yeah, that sets the tone right there.
That touchdown was there before they snapped the ball, right? Everybody knows Brady watches more film than probably any other player. And 8 seconds left, and he looked to the left, and he sees man-to-man coverage. And he goes, Scotty Miller can outrun this kid. Okay, let's go for it. Dude, of course they were going to take a shot down the field. I don't know what Green Bay was thinking. I don't know what the defensive call, I don't know what the mindset on that was. Maybe they thought it was going to be a quick out route or something so, they can be in better field goal range and just kick a field goal before the halftime. But Brady saw man-to-man. Scotty Miller just took off. I mean, look, I can probably name at least 10 quarterbacks in the NFL. You give them a clean pocket and ask them to make that throw. They probably will. It probably won't look as pretty because that was a gorgeous looking ball.
Right.
But, yeah, I mean, I don't know what Green Bay was thinking going man-to-man. Miller just, outgained the guy by, he was up 3 or 4. He had 3 or 4 yards on him, and it was just... that they did that to themselves, and that was one of the biggest turning points in the game. Instead of settling for 3 points and being up by a touchdown,
right?
They went up 21-10, right? Yeah, they went up 21-10 going into the halftime.
28-10, yeah, 28-10. That's what it was. And Green Bay couldn't bounce back as many chances as they got to bounce back. Yeah. And
the 28-10 came right after beginning of third quarter. There was a fumble.
The beginning of the third quarter. That's what I meant. Yeah, 21-10 to end the first half. Yeah.
That defense, man, they might be a little underrated.
Lord, underrated. I want to see overrated if that's the underrated defense. Those two guys getting Rodgers, shaking him up and everything. And that's one thing that Tampa was able to do. They kept Tom Brady on his feet. Yeah, I don't think he sacked at all. I don't think
he was. He was sacked. I want to say. At least once for sure. I know he was sacked early in the first quarter. He was definitely hit very, very minimal, but a few times. One of the picks came off of a rush. He threw off the back, off of his back foot. And one thing I've been noticing, interceptions has been happening for that Tampa team or for Brady when they throw to that side of the field. Long passes to the right field is where, against the Rams, when he was going to Antonio Brown late in the fourth quarter trying to win the game, it got picked off. Twice yesterday, same direction. He was throwing the ball in the same direction twice yesterday. Both got picked off. One almost got picked off right before halftime.
I'm going to write some notes. So that way Kansas City can use it.
Listen, Arians, if you're listening, you got to work on that because you can't turn the ball over against Kansas City and win the Super Bowl.
You're going to have like 10 guys on the right side of the field and just be like, overload that. Like, that's it. You can't throw this way. But, so my pick was wrong, unfortunately. The Battle of the Bays turned out to be a bust for me right there. But we move on. And
I actually do want to know your thought process behind, so you're 8 points down.
Yeah.
There's a little over 2 minutes left. It's 3rd and goal. And you're at the 8-yard line, 3rd and goal. Rodgers could have ran for that ball.
Twice. I think
he could have ran, especially at that 3rd down. I mean, he was wide open. Maybe he gets tackled down, right? But you're getting at least 5 yards out of it, and then you're in a 3-yard situation on a 4th and goal rather than a 4th and goal from the 8.
Right.
So he doesn't take off. That's okay. I mean, maybe he thought he was going to get hit down. Maybe he thought there was somebody there. He threw the ball away. 4th and goal. What's your take on that? 4th and goal. You're 8 points down. When Patriots played Green Bay at Green Bay, I still remember Brady on the sideline hoping for one stop because it was a 4-point game. Green Bay was leading. Rodgers had the ball. And if they would have gotten a first down, game over. And Brady was just standing there hoping to get a stop, and they didn't. I remember Brady being so pissed off that they didn't stop Rodgers because Brady wanted his shot to go win the game. And essentially, you flip the script, right? You're putting the ball back in Brady's hands and going, can you do what Rodgers did last time? when you guys played? Can you actually get first downs? What's your thought process? Do you think that was a good call?
It turned out to be a good call, but it's all like,
It turned out to be a bad call. Green Bay never got the ball back.
they stopped them. No, they stopped them. If it wasn't for that dog
Oh
flag.
my God!
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying.
So let me get something very clear to you. Let me clear something up real quick. In the fourth quarter, the entire Green Bay offense in the fourth quarter put up 3 points.
Right.
You're telling me, with 40 seconds left on the clock, if that flag wasn't thrown and at midfield, Tampa Bay Bucks punt the ball,
Right.
you put the ball back in Rodgers' hands with no timeouts, with 40 seconds left, you're saying they're finally gonna go back down and score? You don't need a field goal to win, by the way. You need a touchdown to win.
Okay. When you say it like that, that, it sounds terrible. No, but you're right. No, analytics wise, let me explain. Analytics wise, though, and I guess it's not my call. I mean, clearly, I'm probably in the same boat as Rodgers. I'm sure he wanted to go for it. And I think everybody would want to go for it.
Rodgers for sure wanted to go for it. He did not want to answer the question when they asked him if he had a decision in it.
I thought I had a chance. It was a 4th down territory, always, yeah. But also those last 2 attempts, like you said, every single time. It was a stop. It was stopped. And it was just it was disaster. So,
look, while I still think it was a bad call, I'm going to give a little bit of break to Matt LaFleur real quick. So 2 things. One, look, you were a 1st and goal, 2nd and goal, and 3rd and goal. What makes you think you're going to convert 4th and goal? Right? Sure. My counter side to that is you still got to come back and get a touchdown, so field goal still doesn't make sense to me. And even if you didn't kick a field goal, even if you didn't get the 4th down conversion, the ball gets turned over inside the 10-yard line. I mean, that's as good as a field position as you can ask for. That being said, look, if you score and you actually got the 2-point conversion and now you have 2 minutes and 6 seconds, 5 seconds left on the clock, it's a tied game. You put the ball back in Brady's hands. He knows he has to move back down the field to go get a field goal, right, to win the game. So he knows Brady's going to stand back. He'll risk taking a couple of shots. He'll throw the ball downfield. He'll try to make this happen. And it's Brady. You've seen this happen before. You've seen this movie before. So maybe he's thinking, hey, if we don't make Brady feel like he has to go score, if we make Bruce Arians feel like instead of throwing the ball, just run the ball, run the clock, use timeouts, and maybe we actually stop them from getting first downs. And maybe there is a punt, and maybe we do. And they were pretty close.
Yeah.
Right? They were really close to it.
Right there,
so maybe that was the thought process there. I'm not sure. But, I mean, on that sense, I think it made sense. I still think it was a bad call.
You have that side, and you have it's Aaron Rodgers. How many times has he not done that? Like, I mean, he's more than capable. So I mean, like, I don't know if could have worked out a different way. No,
you're talking about the dude who throws Hail Mary with 0 seconds on the clock.
He's done it a few times. So
I kind of countered-argument myself when I just said that because, I mean, 40 seconds left is an eternity if Rodgers is throwing Hail Marys.
It was just destiny. It was meant to be. Tom Brady going for number 10. So he had to do it. But completely different game than our AFC counterparts. AFC. Buffalo versus Kansas City. We kind of already figured who was going to win this game. I mean, it was Mahomes' game.
Look, Bills was a hopeful pick. Okay.
That's right. You can't believe it.
I picked the Bills so I don't have to buy Rob any beer. I didn't want to lose Heineken. I didn't want to lose a 6-pack of Heineken. So now even if Rob gets a Super Bowl pick wrong and I get it right, I'm still gonna owe him a big 6-pack of Heineken. Congratulations, Rob. So that's why everybody knew Kansas City was probably gonna win. Let's face it.
Yep. It was a rough game. I mean, I think you were just saying, the defense not showing up. Heck, the offense didn't even show up at that point. It was just Mahomes' game. And you have all these weapons, and Mahomes just keeps attacking, and there's no stopping him or anything. I think a takeaway from that game though, their left tackle, forget his name. I forgot his name. He's big. He's such a great left tackle. Just went down. Eric. Tom, you want to help me out on name?
Eric Bieniemy.
Eric Bieniemy?
No, that's the
I don't think that's his name. Okay.
that's the coordinator for the Chiefs.
Yeah, that's the one that where the Texans are trying to hire right now. That they better hire. When if I'm just gonna look it up on the interweb here, Eric Fisher. Yeah, he's going down. So I mean, like, why didn't you?
Why didn't we know that name?
Why didn't you help me out when I had a brain fart over here?
I'm looking.
Right? Well, the audience knows now that Jose forgot all about his left tackles and everything. But I think, I mean, the game was already pretty well established too. When you have a guy like Mahomes, but I mean, for that we already knew. I know you made the pick for Buffalo to go through and do the big run and everything, but it wasn't a terrible pick though, Jared.
No, it was terrible.
I mean,
what do you mean it wasn't terrible?
it wasn't terrible.
It was terrible.
Like if you're gonna make a shot, you're gonna have to pick that team right there. So I'm just trying to give you a little bit of.
I was talking about Buffalo's performance. I thought you were trying to say it wasn't terrible. No, that was horrible. Terrible, yeah. It was horrendous.
Right.
No.
But I mean, their first time in the big stage in a while. I mean, it's so worth a shot, right? Better.
So that's the key word right there, right? Look, you're in Kansas City. You're playing against Kansas City. You already know what that. Andy Reid. People always praise Bill Belichick for being such a defensive genius. Oh my God, Andy Reid is such an offensive genius.
Yep.
Like, you're talking about the dude who made Donovan McNabb look good.
Well, McNabb was already good, so I mean.
Sure, I
okay.
guess.
Okay.
Listen.
McNabb was
great. Possibly. My point is, that right there, that saying, might as well go for it. Why aren't you going for it? Look, you're up. Okay, you go down the field.
Mm-hmm.
You're up 3-0. Bills, right? You punt the ball, muffed punt. You recover it at the 2-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
You score. You get a touchdown. Extra point was missed. 9-0. You know what that 9-0 means, Jose?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen 21-0 with the Texans.
You've seen 24-0 with the Texans.
24, yeah.
That 9-0 means nothing when you're playing against Kansas City. Why? Because that 9-0 means 2 drives and Kansas City is going to have the lead on you. Mm-hmm. That's what that 9-0 means. So at that point, Bills have to understand, hey, it doesn't matter how great our defense is. That is, Kansas City's offense is so explosive. Mm-hmm. You have to get the lead, and you have to continue scoring on every freaking drive. You never let Mahomes get back in the game. That's what you do. Right. For every single time they drive down the field and they're going to make it a 1-possession game, you have to go right back. You have to make it a 2-possession game. Look, 4th and 3. You're up 2 points. 4th and 3rd. What do the Bills do? They punt the ball. Mm-hmm. Why are you punting the ball? Why are you 2 points up and putting the ball back in Kansas City's offense? 4th and 2 at goal with 18 seconds left in the first half. They kicked a field goal. McDermott said they wanted the points. Do you not want the win? 3 yards, man. You're in the AFC Championship game. Find a play. Flip through your playbook. Where's your trick? Find something.
Right.
You can't put the ball back in Kansas City's hands. 4th and 3rd inside the 10-yard line, 24-12. They kicked the field goal again. What are you doing?
They're not playing to win, that's for sure.
I was also very unimpressed with the O-line.
Mm-hmm.
They got to Josh Allen. I forgot his name for a second. They got to Josh Allen so fast that I don't know if maybe the Chiefs' defensive line is too good and we're not realizing it.
Possibly, yeah.
But they were just going right through it. And then nail in the coffin, interception in the 4th quarter by Allen. That one sucked. Went off the hands of the receiver, but
right.
That was it. That was game right there. After that, it was all downhill. But look, on 4th and short when you're playing against Chiefs, unless you're up by 2-3, even when you're up by 2 or 3 touchdowns, if it's 4th and short, go for it. Go for it. Pull something out of your butt. It doesn't matter. Go for it.
Right.
Get the first down. Run the clock out. Keep Mahomes on the sideline. Put some points on your board, because if you don't, look, you put up what was the final score? 21?
38-24.
38-24.
Yep.
Chiefs have never scored less than 30 points in the playoffs.
You kept it going, yeah.
Chiefs have never scored less than 30 points in the playoffs. If you think you're going to put up 24 points and win against the Chiefs, if that was your mindset going into the game, you lost.
Right. I mean, we look at the offense, how high power they are, and their defense. Yeah, defense not too shabby either, man. Like 4 sacks on Josh Allen. I mean, that's just keeping the pressure, maintaining all that.
That boy's got to throw the ball away.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why he's holding on to that ball when he's 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage and getting about to get tackled.
It was just a one-sided game, but I mean, they weren't playing to win. The Bills just made all those, kicking field goals instead of making touchdowns, making those big plays. You're not playing to win at that point. So hopefully they come back next year. I think they will. I mean, they have a good team.
How bad do you feel for Stephon Diggs?
I mean, he's going to be.
That guy, he was the only player just watching the trophy presentation.
Is it really? I didn't see that.
Oh, did you not?
No, I didn't get to see that.
Oh, yeah, the AFC Championship trophy, that ceremony, like Stephon Diggs was just standing on the field. He was the only Bills player just standing on the field watching it.
Well.
Yep. Felt bad for him.
Got really close, yeah.
And, hey, I don't know if the Bills are going to be back.
You don't think so?
I don't know, man. Depends on what all happens in offseason. What if, oh, my God, Matt Stafford goes to the Colts? I will pay to see that. Can you imagine, instead of Phillip Rivers, Matt Stafford and the Bills in the AFC Championship game?
And then we have to play against Matt Stafford all the time. That'd be great. Well, at least, at least for a couple more years.
Oof.
That'd be rough right there. I don't know if I can muster another season of us playing against. Then we would have Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville, Matt Stafford.
In the Colts?
Yeah, in the Colts.
And Titans already got a good team.
Yeah. That'd be
my God. Jose?
Yes?
Texans are the new Jets.
I'm going
to let that sink in for a second.
I don't know if
the Texans are the new Jets.
But we got 2 more wins than him, the double.
No, the new. Now, I'm not talking about this season. Jets are going to have more. You know why Jets are going to have more wins next season? That's where Deshaun Watson's going to be. That's why.
If he's over there, I'm a Jets fan after that. I am not. I stayed when D-Hop went over there to Arizona, but if Deshaun...
And they didn't make playoffs.
No, they didn't. But, I mean... Wasn't for lack of trying. I mean, they had a team.
They sure looked like they were going to.
They were poised for it.
They looked like they might win the division at some point, but
it was crazy. I mean, it just fell through. I mean, it was late in the season. They had a lot of opportunities, but kind of fell through their fingers. But I mean, that's a team right there that's ready to go. But we'll talk about them later on. See what develops on that front. But right now, I guess for NFL playoffs, that covers it there, huh? I'm gonna see if I can figure this out.
I have a quick question for you.
Bring it on.
Would you rather have AB come back or have Scotty Miller left on the field?
I'm going to go with I'd rather have AB back, personally, yeah. I like him. I mean,
I'm having a hard time picking right now because, man, Scotty Miller's starting to impress the crap out of me in recent weeks.
I mean, if AB's at 100%, hell, if he's at 80%, I'll take him there. I mean, I know what he can do. I know I know him and Brady get along pretty well. So, but it wouldn't matter anyways because I mean the Chiefs are going to win that game. But did I give away my pick too soon?
Come down.
Did I give away my pick? That's not till next week. I'm going to tell you.
You also expected Green Bay to win.
They should have. Didn't I just mention the flag? They'll
you had all the chances in the world.
It was only 3 chances. If they would have had 2 more chances to score, that would have been just enough time.
You won 5. How many? You won 5 chances to what?
Give me 5 chances.
You know how many points Green Bay got off the turnovers? Off the 3 turnovers, Green Bay got
24 points.
6 points.
Wait, Green Bay. Okay, yeah.
Green Bay got 6 points off the 3 turnovers.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty.
Yeah, but the flag lost them the game, right?
Oh, it was one of the reasons. Yes.
Yeah.
I have 17 others, which I will not list right now because due to time constraints over here, it's only a 2-hour show, sir. I can't go through all those. So, all right then. Well, we're going to go take a little quick break here. We'll come back, go at the top and talk a little bit of MMA action, see what's going on around the league, and we'll go from there. Let me try to figure this out
here. Aaron Rodgers is the NFC's Peyton Manning.
I wish I could walk away. Wish I didn't have to see your face again. I wish I could, but I can't. I wish I could just say no. Wish I knew how to tell you what I want. I wish I could, but I can't. It's been killing me. Oh, it's been killing me. If only I could go back, only I had known that you would break me down, down, down. If only it were easy to hurt you like you hurt me, maybe we wouldn't be here right now. Here right now. Here right now. Now. I wish I could tell the truth. Wish I didn't have to play pretend with you. I wish I could, but I can't. I wish I could make things change. Wish everything wasn't stuck this way. I wish I could, but I can't. It's been killing me. Oh, it's been killing me. Oh, if only I could go back. Here Hey, what's up? It's been a while. Talking about it's not my style. Thought I'd see what's up while I'm lighting up. It's cold-hearted, cold-hearted. Know it's late, but I'm so wired. Saw your face and got inspired. Guess you let it go, now you're good to go. It's cold-hearted, cold-hearted. Oh, oh, it's probably gonna sound wrong. Promise it won't last long. Oh, oh, we can never go back. Thought you'd like to know that she won't touch you like I do. She won't love you like I would. She don't know your body. She don't do you right. She won't love you like I would. Love you like I would. Just think it won't make, 'cause I want you. I'm thinking it over, but I'm through. So stop wasting all my time, messing with my mind. It's cold-hearted, cold-hearted. Oh, oh, it's probably gonna sound wrong. Promise it won't last long. Oh, oh, if we can never go back. Thought you'd like to know that she won't touch you like I do. She won't love you like I would. She don't know your body. She don't do you right. She won't love you like I would. Love you like I would. She won't touch you like I do. She won't love you like I would. She don't know your body. She don't do you right. She won't love you like I would. Love you like I would. She won't touch you like I do. She won't love you like I would. She don't know your body. She don't do you right. She won't love you like I would. Love you.
All right, guys, we are back. So, all right. So, other stuff going on in the league right now. A lot of head coach openings, defensive coordinators, you name it. Everybody's in there, and I should probably mute myself on there so I don't hear myself talking. So, let's break that down. I know we talked about it before, though, but one of the key things for the Tampa Green Bay game, Antonio. I don't know if it was key, but it was one of the players. Antonio Brown was ruled out for the game this past Friday. Didn't have an impact on that game, as we all know it, right? But some other notable hires. Dwayne Haskins getting signed by the Steelers. What do you think about that?
Quite frankly, I don't know what to think about that. I mean, it was borderline. It's almost like saying maybe Ron Rivera cannot manage this young guy, but Tomlin can. Other than that, I really don't know. I don't understand. I was not very impressed with the way Haskins was playing before, to begin with, and so I don't know. I really don't know what to think. I if anything, and the next question would be, does this mean Big Ben is going to retire, or if he's going to be back and have Dwayne Haskins sit behind him for a year and, try it out, see how that goes. Look, Ben, don't come back. Dude.
The guy just started 10-0. He started 10-0 when he's like 16 years in the league. I don't
He
know how many-
He can't last 16 games, Jose.
No, yeah.
I.
Well, he doesn't have to. He can go 10-0 and just cruise
He,
into the
he
playoffs.
looked like Optimus Prime in those recent Transformer movies where he's just like a
Man.
beaten up old truck. He's just
Wow.
a big. No, he really is. He's just a big guy. He obviously does not take care of his body.
Right.
And like, I mean, look, the biggest weight cutting he's had in the offseason was shaving his beard off.
Yeah, he does look
Like
better, yeah.
he does not look like he does anything to stay healthy. He does not look like he doesn't even look healthy. He's just a big guy who's hard to take down, but he looks like his own knees can't handle him at this point. That's why he's limping half the time during the game. And yeah, he can still throw pretty well, but that's not the only thing that that takes to win the game, unfortunately. And I think age is catching up to him. We keep talking about all these guys who's playing past they're supposed to. Rodgers is borderline there, and he's still playing lights out. Brady's 43. Drew Brees. Even Drew Brees at 41, I feel like I would pick him over Big Ben at this point. Just because I don't know what to expect from Big Ben every week. So,
Well, yeah, something to be said for being kept on your feet and, like you said, not being able, not limping around and all that. But I mean, Big Ben's been through it all. I think. I mean, it started the season really well in the last few games. Obviously, we know what happened there. I think with this signing, I mean, I get what Ron Rivera over there trying to do in Washington. Just trying to set an example, I guess, and just too bad. 'Cause I think you have a lot of players that are troublemakers and do stuff that that causes them to get off the team. But Dwayne Haskins is not one of those guys. I mean, to me, it doesn't sound like he's like that kind of troublemaker.
but I feel like it takes a certain discipline, a certain level of discipline to be a successful quarterback in this league.
Right.
And I just don't see that in Haskins.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, it depends on how long term you're thinking here. Honestly, Cam Newton's free.
Oh, you can go somewhere else.
I would have rather signed Cam Newton. Yeah.
Oh, no. Mm-mm. I don't know
Hey,
where-
he's played with him before.
Man.
Ron Rivera knows Cam Newton. But the Panthers,
Rob, how do you feel about that? Cam Newton coming to your football team over there. I'll let you respond later to that.
Rob unfortunately cannot join us today.
Yeah, he can head over there. But I mean, as far as for Haskins going over there to Pittsburgh, I think.
Oh, I think I know Rob's answer. Rob would want Heineke.
To start.
Rob would want Heineke to start with the Steelers.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, with the Steelers.
Well, that's where Haskins went. I'm saying instead of Haskins, who Steelers could have signed.
You should. Well.
Oh yeah, I did mess that up, didn't I? No, Ron Rivera still. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking there. I apologize. No, I'm saying Steelers. I think I would have rather signed Cam Newton to the Steelers than Dwayne Haskins.
I don't know. I think this will be a good move for him, though. I think for Dwayne moving up there, it's a different, like it's a brand new start for him right there. So I think if he's going to go to any team, this is the best situation because, like you said, Ben's not all there right now. Like he's not. Nobody said anything about him staying there for long term right now because it's towards the end of his career. Is he going to retire? What it is? He got a lot of time and everything. Well,
Mason Rudolph.
I mean, got some competition now because. I'm not saying Haskins is the savior and everything, but I mean, he does have a lot of qualities and everything that can get him,
Can I make a crazy prediction?
Of course.
Steelers are done for a while.
Well, okay, that's out there.
Look, you got the Ravens in your division. Browns are starting to do well.
Mm-hmm.
I think Steelers are done for a while. Joe Burrow's going to come back healthy.
That's not a given, sir. Not a given.
And you got Dwayne Haskins.
If they start with Dwayne Haskins, then yeah, something went wrong. I mean, like I think if he's going to take time to develop right behind Ben, I think.
So you're thinking Ben's going to come back for a year?
I mean, if that's the case, I think he's coming into a good situation right now. He's a young guy. He's coming in. They started 10-0. They're not like
That means nothing when you couldn't. You were the number 3 seed after starting 10-0.
I'm just saying that.
Let that sink in.
I'm saying it's not easy to win 10 games. Okay, I'm a Texans fan. I know this. Okay, it's not easy to win 10.
Well, when you're a Texans fan, it's easy to break even, or it's not even easy to break even.
I mean, yeah, we threw a big parade when no, we didn't do that. But I mean, still, I think
At least you were in the Colts who hung up a banner for making into the AFC Championship game.
We'll hang up whatever banner they let us hang up in that stadium. Should be good. But other big hires right now, I know head coaching situations are all over the league, and everybody knows. I don't understand. Like we all know the Deshaun Watson situation here in Houston. Besides that, nothing else going on. Like everybody else been interviewed 2 times.
Apparently, the owner of the Texans went and apologized to Watson privately.
One today?
And recently, and Watson still wants out.
Yeah.
Watson for sure still wants out. He's so done with Houston.
I mean, who's gonna give the value for this guy? Like,
A lot of teams. Lots of teams.
And, I don't know. I don't see anybody being able. I mean, like I said, I want an arm and a leg.
But you have to think about all the teams that have a team around right now. Like, for instance, if you look at Miami. Right. If you say, "Hey, I'll give up Tua and I'll give you the first round picks for the next 3 years," Houston knows Watson does not want to play for them. Might as well get what you can. Send Watson to Miami. But Miami, with the current team they have, and instead of Tua, putting Watson in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's
I mean, it sounds good.
We talk about Bills being back in the AFC Championship game.
I don't know, man. I don't.
But it's the Jets.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't want Deshaun to leave. So okay, there you got me. You want me to say it out loud? Jose. The first step is admitting that I don't want him to leave. So therefore, I'm going to come up with every excuse possible that he ain't leaving. So maybe Bieniemy comes in and says, "Hey, man, play for me." And Watson's like, "Okay."
And throw to who?
Throw to Will Fuller. He should be back
if he can stay healthy.
He only got suspended for 6 games, okay? And that's just because he ate some bad, I don't know, what did he eat? Yeah.
Bad protein bars, we'll call it that.
Bad protein
He had a bad protein milkshake.
That's all it was. At least they beat the Lions before he left that game, because that was a good Thanksgiving for us. He got to eat.
That it was.
That was good.
There's nothing proud to be beating the Lions this season or last season. Let's get that very clear.
True. Probably drove one of the nails into Matt Stafford's coffin over there. So he's like, "That's it. I'm out of here."
Where's Matt Stafford gonna go?
Where is he gonna go? Can he come to?
Lions and Matt Stafford recently agreed because Stafford wanted to part ways. So they're listening to trade options right now from other teams.
And see, like they said, they want value.
Hey man,
for a quarterback.
Listen, Miami again. If Deshaun doesn't take it up, trade for Tua. Go to Miami. Miami's got a good team around them right now for the next 3-4 years. Stafford's good, I feel like. 49ers? Give them Jimmy Garoppolo?
I think, I don't know if 49ers have the space for Stafford, do they? Do they have a lot of cap space?
If I was Stafford, I will totally redo the contract to go to the 49ers. You have everything. Good. Colts, Indianapolis, Phillip Rivers just retired.
Yeah, God, no, don't do that.
Oh man,
don't. If you have anything, come down to the Texans. If you're gonna do that, just be over here and we'll get.
Yeah, if you can't already tell, I think Matthew Stafford is a very underrated player.
Oh,
I don't know who all disagrees with me, but I think Matthew Stafford is a very underrated player.
I am glad, however, though, that he is gonna be getting out of Detroit. There's a lot of players too, in particular.
Matt Patricia's back with Patriots.
You can't. They always. It's like The Godfather, man. They just when you thought you were out, they pull you back in. So yeah, he sure is, huh? That defense is going to be stellar now. It's going to be great, right? Is that what the story is? Maybe.
Do you think scale of 1 to 10, Patriots making playoffs next year? What do you got?
As is. Cam Newton's coming back.
No, they already released Cam Newton.
Oh, they did? I'm sorry, man. I didn't hear these news. What?
Well, they didn't. I mean, Cam Newton had a 1-year contract. They
He
said
did.
they're not going to sign him again.
That's what I'm saying. So is he coming back?
He's not coming back.
Okay.
They would have signed him.
They're going to pick a quarterback in the first round. Rookie quarterback. They're going to win 11 games. Go to the playoffs.
11 games?
I'm glad this isn't being recorded because I don't know who their quarterback is. I think
This is being recorded. What are you talking about?
I stopped recording at that point. No, I don't think they make it to the playoffs next year. I don't care who the quarterback is. Maybe
I think 2 years from now, Belichick will be back in at least the
2
divisional
years,
round.
maybe, yeah. Maybe if Tom Brady signs back with the Patriots for his last year.
Tom Brady's not signing back with the Patriots. I
Just
can
maybe-
promise you that right now.
Aaron Rodgers gets traded and goes to the Patriots.
That would be crazy to see. I would love to see that.
All this stuff and everything, you know.
And then, Bill
Right.
Belichick will kick a field goal on a 4th and goal when they're down 8 points in the
There
AFC
you go.
Championship game.
It's a great
And
strategy.
he's going to be like, we can stop Patrick Mahomes. He'll get the ball back to us.
You can do whatever I want because I'm Bill Belichick and I'm the man. Except this year because I can't.
No one
'Cause-
pulls off cut up sleeved shirts like I do.
Man, that's actually one of the first commercials I've seen him in too. So that's pretty
Oh,
good.
the Subway commercial?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was epic. I loved it. Sorry,
Yeah.
we keep going off topic. Moving on.
Off topic, we're right on Bill Belichick. Then we move on to baseball too. Keeping my hometown for the Houston Astros losing because I don't know, did we lose him? Because he wasn't ever going to stay. So George Springer signing with the Toronto Blue Jays for 6 years, $150 million. How do you feel about that one? He's going to be finishing his career over there.
Probably.
Mm.
How many years do you think Springer has?
I think around that time. I think that's a good contract for him because he's.
I don't see why not. I mean,
Yeah.
unless, I don't exactly know how trading in baseball works as much, but I would assume, if anything, maybe they trade him a few years in. But besides that, I don't see Springer voluntarily saying, I want to go play for another team at this point. I think he's gotten his $150 million for 6 years. Yeah.
He's finishing
I'll
up.
take
over
it.
there.
Yeah.
He's 31 years old right now, so at the end of his, I don't know if he even finishes.
Retire when you're 36 years old, 37 years old.
Right. I think he'll be set over there and see how that plays out. Now we get to see him play for somebody else. We still got a pretty good. The Astros still got a couple of good players, two, three. I mean, we haven't done terrible. I mean, I don't know how Springer leaving is going to affect our rotation overall.
Hearing all these contracts, I just want to say, if my parents are listening, I just want them to know I partially hate them a little bit for having me go study more rather than play sports when I was in school. They really wanted me to be an engineer or a doctor.
Okay.
And I'm neither. And here we are talking about players making millions of dollars.
To play baseball, yeah, it's pretty awesome. I know, man. We can still make it, man. I mean, you got Tom Brady still out there playing right now. We can still go win our Super Bowl, man. So, ready to go practice?
I'm 5'6", Jose. I'm 5'6". I cannot see over the O-line to throw the ball.
Isn't Drew Brees 5'6"? So
Drew Brees is like 6 feet tall.
no, he's a shorty, man.
How short
Nothing
is
wrong-
Drew
nothing against
Brees?
shorties. Just, Drew Brees, he's not 6 foot. Maybe 6 foot isn't. Maybe 6 foot just looks small with all those football players.
Drew Brees is exactly 6 feet
foot?
tall. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then he looks really small. But
He
you know
does.
what?
I think like a perfect quarterback height, they say, is like 6'2".
6'2", 230, yeah.
Somewhere around there.
That's a prototypical quarterback, yeah. But I mean, he's still. If you notice when Drew Brees be throwing, he has his head up,
Yeah.
trying to look over the line.
It's always hopping up and down just
Yeah.
to see what's out there. Yeah, can
I
you
mean-
imagine me?
So maybe he just perspective, So,
I'll be smaller than Kyler Murray,
but maybe you can be
just running around all over the field.
Yeah, you can be the slot receiver or something like that. You don't have to be a quarterback.
I'll be the next Edelman.
There you go.
I'll take that. That's a compliment
All
to
right.
me. I don't know
That's
about our viewers, but if you say you could be the next Edelman, not recent years Edelman where he's dropping a bunch of passes and he's got a bunch of injuries, you know, like 2014 Edelman.
Yeah, we got. If you're gonna pick an Edelman year, that's the vintage. It's
Yeah, that Seahawks Super Bowl. Yeah, Kyler Murray's 5'10", and he's considered the tiniest quarterback.
All right, fair enough. Okay, well, so let's just pick another sport, and then maybe we can. I just saw ping pong.
Basketball.
Yeah, maybe it can happen. Dreams do come true. All right. So then, but the sad news in baseball, though, as we all heard on Thursday evening, Henry Aaron passed away. Second all-time home runs, 755 all-time RBIs, 2297. So I mean, a stellar career, opened up a lot of doors and everything. So it was really sad to hear that news. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, definitely a devastating loss, but he hate to say this, but I think he was getting to that age, and I think he hated everything he possibly can as far as achievements goes in his prime, and had a fantastic career. And I hope he rests in peace.
Amen to that. Yep. So let's see here. Other stuff that happened over the weekend. I know we talked about basketball and the James Harden saga, but we're done with that. So like a lot of things going on in basketball, but I've heard a lot of the games being postponed this year. You notice once there's no bubble, and now games are being postponed all over the place.
Right.
They've postponed like 22 games so far, if I'm not mistaken. Grizzlies postponed.
I'm very surprised NFL did not. I mean, they've had a couple issues here and there, but I was very surprised over the course of, 4 months. That was...
They're staying on schedule, yeah. So, I mean...
now you just got to make sure players at Kansas City and Bucks, nobody cares about the rest of the teams.
Right. I mean, because Super Bowl's already, like, they want to make sure nobody's out for that game right there. So, a lot of people in the city and everything. But with basketball, they're talking about doing the All-Star game now. So, how do you think that's going to play out? You think we're going to see a lot of players out there in the All-Star game?
I mean, I still think you will, for the most part. I think they might do rapid tests on the day of and just get people in. They might even suggest players try to stay away from things as much as possible leading up to the All-Star game.
Right.
At the end of the day, yes, I do think you'll still see many stars.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully, 'cause I mean, I know like right now, what happened? Right now with they got the first half of the season right now, and who knows what the schedule is going to be for the second half of the season to make up all those games that got postponed. So doing that plus the All-Star game, doing everything, that'd be pretty interesting to see who gets to play. Who maybe the veterans try to sit out since they've already been there. I mean, LeBron James, he's done it before, so I don't know if he wants to continue that saga right there. But does it for there for basketball news. And then, as we were talking about before, the big fight, the McGregor-Poirier fight. But tell you what, let's go ahead and take a quick break before that, and then we'll get back and talk some McGregor-Poirier action. Cool sports guy.
I said 1, 2, 3. You said 3, 2, 1. For me, it didn't start before it was gone. Living in your life again. I can't really just be your friend. You know I'm not ready for the end. Can't fix it from the inside. Need help from the outside. Make me feel tired of living in your life again. I can't really just be your friend. You know I'm not ready for the end. So give me more. I said 1, 2, 3. You said 3, 2, 1. For me, it didn't start before it was gone. Living in your life again. I can't really just be your friend. You know I'm not ready for the end. Can't fix it from the inside. Need help from the outside. Make me feel tired of living in your life again. I can't really just be your friend. You know I'm not ready for the end. So give me more.
When did we turn into ashes? When did we burn away? Used to be oh so close, now I see you hate me. This ain't the life that you wanted. Sorry I failed. We have been living in silence, but I see you burning gaze, and how you resent those feelings that you've got for me. Though I don't deserve it, sorry I failed. Nothing in your eyes, all the lights are out. Does your heart beat inside? I used to be drawn like a firefly to a flame, but now we just sleepwalking. I used to run to, but now we just sleepwalking. No, 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 but now we just sleepwalking.
All right, guys, we are back. I'm going to finish off strong now. We're going to talk a little bit MMA action. Had a lot of good fights over the weekend. They were fighting UFC 257, McGregor versus Poirier. And let me see here, just if I could just go through. But first, there's a lot of other fights. I don't know. Did you catch any of the undercard fights there, Tom?
I caught glimpse of him here and there. I think the main thing that I actually paid attention to was the McGregor fight.
Yep. There was a lot of good fights. There was a fighter early on in the I think it was the first or second fight, Evloev. It was ridiculous how he was going up against Nick Lentz, and he got caught in so many submission holds and never tapped. I don't know, his neck, it was made out of rubber. It was nothing he could do could get him.
It's
and
the
everything.
practice.
Yeah, I've never seen
Probably
anybody
numb
able
at that point.
So that was pretty crazy to watch because Nick Lentz just piled it on and pretty much had him set and everything, but eventually he was able to get back and then beat Nick Lentz in the long run. He ended up I think it was a decision win, so he ended up staying the course. But another thing that big happened, Juliana Pena. So she wins her fight against Sarah McMahon. And what does she do? The first thing that, I don't know if you know who Amanda Nunes is, big time fighter and everything.
I do.
So she wins her fight, calls out Amanda Nunes, who's about to fight Megan Anderson pretty soon. I think she's the next, I want to say, comes on March 6th, UFC 259. So pretty big words right there, coming out strong and then calling out the big dog. So hopefully Amanda Nunes can oblige, but Megan Anderson's should
Like the
provide-
Inglourious Bastards reference right there.
What's that?
Oblige him.
Yeah. So, but I think those are for me one of the main highlights for the event right there. Obviously, the main event took center stage. Where everybody was watching that scene, but you were able to watch. So, what'd you think about McGregor's performance overall?
Gotta protect the legs, man.
Man,
Gotta
my goodness.
protect the legs. That's what I thought about the McGregor fight.
That's crazy.
End of first round, I was like, I think McGregor might actually take this. I felt like he got a couple of shots in, and it looked like he was standing on his feet, and it also looked like the kicks weren't affecting him as much, and because the entire time the commentators kept saying you can't keep taking kicks to your leg like that, you got to protect it. But McGregor was just standing there taking those shots, and it was nothing, and you're thinking, okay, this guy, he's standing like a boxer right now and not protecting anything except for his face and upper body, but hey, he's standing in there, he's throwing his punches, and then came round two, and that leg, it finally caught up to him.
Yeah, it was a consistency, just staying poised right there, and that's what Dustin did. I think one of the comments he said is one more of those shots, and it probably would have been the end of me. But I'm yeah, he was taking some really solid shots. You can see it in his face at the end, but he stayed true, and he was more impressive too. He was having a little fun out there too, just like just back and forth. I mean the sportsmanship between the two, and you don't see that with. You haven't seen that a lot with McGregor in the past. You've seen him the outlandish, all crazy.
He's definitely matured a lot.
Yeah, big time.
A lot.
And I think that happened way before the fight, and I think people were calling him out everywhere, saying that, oh, you do that when you lose. But I mean, the whole lead up to this fight was it was just regular. It was normal lead up. It wasn't crazy McGregor style and everything. But yeah, good for Dustin Poirier, coming back, doing what he has to do to get to that. Hopefully, I don't know what's going on with Khabib. I don't think he sounded like he was wanting to come back. So hopefully he stays retired then, lets Dustin fight for his title shot and get his get that belt around his waist and everything. But besides that, pretty good. I think Poirier got the bonus too, one of the bonuses for the night, performance of the night. So that was pretty good for him overall, pretty well. So besides that, what you got for us, Tom? You got some questions, some stuff?
Yeah, I thought we can end the night with a couple of would you rather questions.
Bring it on.
So most of them, I got a good couple here, and they're all football related. Do you have any as well?
I'm gonna go with yours, man. I'm gonna go.
Cool.
You said you have a few. Yeah, let's do that.
So, well, here's my first one. Would you rather have 3 MVPs for a team that does not make it past divisional round all 3 years, or would you rather have 1 Super Bowl ring where you don't win an MVP or have no more than average impact on the win of the Super Bowl?
I get to win the Super Bowl and get a Super Bowl ring, and I just don't get the MVP title?
Yeah, well, you don't just not get the MVP. You're also, you're in the biggest factor.
I was not the biggest factor.
You're not the biggest factor. That's why I said you were an average
okay.
on the team.
Yeah, give me that Super Bowl ring. Yeah, I'll take that one over over the MVP.
Fair
I think for football, I think that's I don't know.
Yeah, I think it might be a little different with basketball.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Be like six-man, yeah.
Especially most of the time, considering who they give the MVPs to, this, usually nowadays that means you're the quarterback of the team.
Right.
More often than not. So you're saying, hey, would you rather be a quarterback who has a couple of MVPs and no Super Bowl, or would you rather be a Super Bowl winning quarterback? And I think you can ask any quarterback who has multiple MVPs and say, hey, I'd rather have played in the big game and won it.
That's always the
Exhibit A,
factor,
there's a guy who hasn't been there in a decade.
Right.
Because of a flag, right, Jose?
Oh, yeah.
Aaron Rodgers.
But he won one, though. So, I mean,
yeah. But that's why I said in a decade. But if you ask, hey, would you rather win the MVP this year? Because let's face it, he's more than likely going to win it this year. Would you rather have him win it or go play in the Super Bowl?
For him, I
think in his case is a little different because he's not the average effect on the team.
Right. I think for him, yeah, for sure. You ask him that.
Yeah. In his case, would you rather be you or Mahomes? Because Mahomes probably will not win the MVP. He probably will, but Mahomes might win the Super Bowl.
You'll win Super Bowl MVP.
Maybe.
When he gets it, yeah. When wins it.
I think Brady will win Super Bowl MVP. We'll see.
I agree to disagree. I think when it's going to be kind of hard to give it to the losing quarterback. We haven't got there yet. You're getting spoiler alert.
Sorry.
Spoiler alert, guys. So, yeah, close your ears because I just told y'all who's going to win the Super Bowl. Go ahead. What more you got?
I have a good one.
Bring it.
So let's say for the next 4 years, okay? Mm-hmm. You have a team. You have everything established. The only thing you don't have is a quarterback. Would you rather draft Trevor Lawrence to be your team's quarterback, or would you rather let Andrew Luck come back from retirement?
If I need a quarterback? No, if he's coming back from retirement, he's not 100% anyway. So no, I'm going to take Trevor Lawrence.
Oof.
I
think I'm going Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck.
Look, if he comes back and he's not 100%, one of the biggest things Andrew Luck was doing was getting his butt beat. he had injuries that he was
Yep.
battling, which I'm sure is cured now. Now it's just a question of, hey, are you in football shape?
Right.
Right? And we're talking about the next 4 years. So if a year from now, Andrew Luck can get back into his football shape, would you not rather have an experienced NFL quarterback for the remaining 3 years healthy over a rookie second year?
Over a rookie second year?
I mean, that's what Trevor Lawrence is going to be. I mean, look, I could be wrong, but I think I'd rather take Andrew Luck.
I've seen what Andrew Luck can do. I saw what he could do at college and
You saw what Andrew Luck did with that horrendous offensive line
yeah.
of the Colts.
I don't know, man. I think I'd rather go with Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, call
frankly.
me crazy. I just want to point out real quick. This is the guy who's been picking games based on who the veteran quarterback is.
That's true. Yeah. Why is Andrew Luck? Oh, that's right, because Andrew Luck's been beating the Texans for a long time. So that's why subconsciously I'm like, I don't want him.
I think he beat Peyton Manning once in the playoffs too. Isn't that I thought the Colts beat the Broncos to go to the AFC Championship game. Deflategate against the Patriots.
That was a year.
That was the Deflategate year. Like I know that was the year they played. I don't know if I'm pretty sure they played. Andrew Luck played Peyton Manning and beat him too, in the postseason.
So never mind. Okay, I don't want to pick all the veterans though. Just Philip Rivers, and who else?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers and Matt Stafford. I want them all. Not Matt Stafford, but you know what I mean.
I have a funny one. I think if Aaron Rodgers is your quarterback,
Okay.
would you rather have Rodgers throw a touchdown on 4th and goal, or would you rather have Crosby kick a field goal?
It's too soon, man. That's way too soon. So Aaron Rodgers was my quarterback, and dang, I'll take that 4th and goal, man. I'll take him in the.
Yeah, I'm sure they would love to have that back.
I don't know, maybe.
Well, I'm sure they would love to have that 3rd and goal back.
3rd and goal.
That's
That 2nd and goal 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And he had that right side. Oh man, I don't want to relive that, man. He had the whole right side. He just felt like he could pass the ball. You got to get to his guys. So, who knows what the strategy?
You know, what's funny is last week we talked about if you would rather have a mobile quarterback or a pocket quarterback, and then I sat here and gave a whole lecture on the difference between running quarterback, mobile quarterback. If that was a run first mentality quarterback, that was a touchdown right there. If that was Lamar Jackson and he sees that wide open field in front of him, that was a touchdown right there.
True, yeah.
So
I mean,
that came back real quick to bite me in the butt.
But the difference, I think, with Aaron Rodgers, he's shown that he can do that. So I don't know. It was it had to be like 12 yards out.
He did that against the
He's
Rams.
done that before.
He ran to the right, and remember that, like, I don't know if you remember against the Rams, he had the pump fake. He pretended like he was going to throw.
Was that 12 yards though? That was a little closer though. I thought.
This was only an 8-yard. They were at the 8-yard line. This was not 12 yards.
The one that just happened.
Yeah, the against the Bucks was 8 yard. All he had to run was 8 yards. Against the Rams, I think he ran like 5 yards or something.
Man, okay, it felt like a lot further out. I thought it was at least 10 yards out. But maybe he didn't think I don't have the legs. I'm just gonna pass it to my guy, and hopefully it happens. Lazard was not the difference maker, as someone pointed out.
Oh, yep. If our last YouTube comment. Yeah, Lazard is going to be the difference maker for Packers winning. That definitely did not age well.
So I mean, maybe he was the difference maker. He didn't deliver that 54-yard reception.
Yeah, I guess he made a few good plays, but just wasn't enough.
It was the ref's fault. We all know this now. We've established late flags.
Late flag. That's why.
So
had nothing to do with 6 points on 3 turnovers.
Right,
Had to do with late flags.
All that other stuff and everything. Poor guys.
Would you rather have if you're a young guy who just came out of college, would you rather go to New England and be coached by the strict Patriots way, Coach Belichick, or would you rather go to Bruce Arians, risk it, no business? Or risk it, no biscuit. Sorry, I don't know why I said business.
I was like, I know business. No, I'm going to go with Belichick. Because, I mean, if you can turn Tom Brady into that. No, I'm kidding. It was Tom Brady, so now it's clear. No, Bill Belichick would be probably my choice, I think. He's also won with Matt Castle. Remember that? Remember that season?
Yeah, he only has 2 winning seasons without Brady, and one of them was with Castle.
Yeah,
I think they went 11-5. That they didn't make the playoffs, but they went 11-5.
That was crazy. Yeah, I mean.
The fact that you don't make playoffs going 11-5. You know, I will say this in Belichick's defense. A lot of people point out how the 1 year Brady didn't play, they didn't make the playoffs. Guys, they went 11-5. If you go 11-5 and you're not making the playoffs, that doesn't mean you're a bad team. That just means there's a lot of other good teams in the AFC that year. That's all that means.
True. Yeah.
But hey, real quick. You know, as much as I want to say I'd rather go play for Belichick, I don't know if Brady is in Tampa. I think I'd rather go play for Tampa because they're in the Super Bowl.
Okay, yeah.
Tyler Johnson. I mean, he's a rookie. Would you rather catch who does he have left now? Cam Newton's gone. You got Stid. Would you rather have Stid throw you a pass or Tom Brady throw you a pass?
That's true. Yeah. Okay. No, I don't know. Who do I want?
Yeah, I think that's a completely different question right there. Hey, would you rather? Oh, you know what? That is a good question. Would you rather go play with Tom Brady or would you rather go play for Bill Belichick?
Oh, yeah, I'd rather go play with Tom Brady. Yeah, but not Bill Belichick. But wait,
Tom Brady's about to retire.
Yeah,
he's got what, a year left.
I mean, do you think he'll retire after he loses the Super Bowl, or do you think?
Calm down, buddy.
Okay, sorry. Too many spoiler alerts.
If he wins the Super Bowl, I personally don't think he will.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. Knowing Brady,
you play a lot of time with the Patriots. You go into a new team, you take them to the Super Bowl, and then you win. You ride off into the sunset.
Brady established he was the GOAT when he won his 5th ring after a 28-3 comeback. He could have retired that day, and nobody would have questioned. Right? Like Brady at all. I mean, I think if anything, there was more pushback after that year when he didn't have the best years. So, but he didn't retire then. Why? Because he said, hey, I can keep playing. I'm going to play till I suck. I'm going to keep winning until I can't win anymore. So if you win the Super Bowl and you're Brady, you have 1 more year left. You're already living in Tampa. You have, you're in a place that you like. You $25 million just to play for 1 more year and a potential chance of making it back to the Super Bowl. You still got most of your team around you. Why wouldn't you?
I don't know, man. I mean,
I think that's the difference between him and a lot of guys because they would say, hey, this is a perfect way to ride off into the sunset. And knowing Brady, he might say, hey, you know what? This is a perfect start to
another year.
Aiming for another Super Bowl.
Yeah, man. But it's been hasn't been all sunshine and roses though. So he has to. So I mean, it'd be a rough road. I mean, people are gunning for you at that point. Like trying to make it to the top again. Yeah. So I don't know. If it's a big if, because you got to go up against my homie. I think if he wins, he rides off into the sunset. So, yeah. All right, guys. Well, it's been a great show. We'll get Rob back sometime later on. Let's see here. All right, guys. So make sure you follow us. Okay, guys. Let me throw out a little bit of advertisement. Go to our page, coolsportsguy.com. Has all our great articles written by the guys. Make sure we have other feeds and everything. You can follow us on Twitter, coolsportsguy at coolsportsguy. Follow us on Instagram, the coolsportsguy. Am I missing anything? Facebook.com/coolsportsguy. That's right. But yeah, a lot of great places to check us out, check our content out. And
Jose, we forgot one thing.
Bring it on, yeah.
What was your Heineke moment?
My Heineke moment?
How did we forget the Heineke moment?
Oh man. I know one for me. Do you want me to start with this one?
Go for it.
I mean, my Heineke moment, end of the first half in Tampa Bay.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, you should have let me go first. You took Deshaun Watson from me on the one pick.
That's
Now it's
fair.
my
That's
turn.
fair.
Scotty Miller.
That is definitely a good Heineke moment to have.
Scotty Miller going in there and scoring that touchdown, going essentially the go ahead touchdown for the Tampa Bay because they never relinquished that lead right there. So yeah, that was great.
How
great moment.
about this? I mean, this didn't really change the outcome of the game at all. But how about the onside kick by the Bills against Chiefs? First time since 2014 in a conference championship game they were able to get a successful onside kick. I think actually it might be in the playoffs since 2014. So I was very surprised
Nice to
that
see
they
that.
pulled it off. I think that was a pretty good one. I'm sure Rob has a crazy one.
But they couldn't do it twice though. That's more that you gotta.
Seriously?
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
They're gonna do. They're gonna. Don't get me started on that game again.
I mean, they did it once. It's great.
Yeah.
First time in 6 years. That's okay. Wait, in the playoffs, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
first time in 6 years in the playoffs, right?
Yeah. So I mean, pretty great stuff going on there. But all right, guys. So with that, we'll get Rob's takes on Super Bowl. Big game coming up next week. We'll give up our picks for the big game. I don't know if you know. If I gave it up already, probably what team. So.
Yeah, I think we gave out a few hints there.
Which team's gonna win? But yeah, we're gonna make the official picks, and by then we'll figure out who takes the Heineke moment over here, and we'll go from there. All right, we'll see you next time, guys.